In this video, I talk about when we're starting a project or even building a business, how we stay motivated.
This is how legends are made.
In this episode, I wanted to share with you just the process I'm going through with the business, and it's particularly about baby steps. And I've been talking about this for a while recently, and particularly I was referring to the idea about being overwhelmed with our to-do lists and task lists, and importantly that actually it's important we just do one thing rather than do nothing at all for both our own mind but also for the progress we're after. And I've been thinking and ruminating about these ideas and how the business is growing, and bearing in mind that it's all on me, that this grows and develops. My work is the thing that's driving it. But I was reflecting how, whilst I have my outcomes, my goals, as large as they are, about disrupting coaching and disrupting the business model that people are using, the reality on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis is a lot slower. The baby steps are happening right now. In fact, they're barely baby steps. They're maybe half footsteps or even a toe being inched forward. They are very, very micro. What I use as an analogy to explain this to myself and share it with you, it's like seeing a full movie, but what you're doing is seeing each frame go by slowly. You know this is the movie you want. You know this is the story you're after, but you're seeing it super slowly. Now, there is some benefit for knowing it's the right movie, knowing it's how you want it to be played out, and knowing that actually how it's been played out is true to your values and what you want to achieve. What can be a test of our personal motivation is the speed with which we are seeing the film shot by shot. And it's when we find that it feels too slow or the scene hasn't changed within each shot, we can develop frustrations and self-doubt. And so I remind myself and share this really with you as observations, is that as we progress on these baby steps of what we're after, it's about reminding ourselves that this is the movie as we wanted to play it out, that it is changing, we are getting the results from it, it is kind of going the way we want to, despite it being super slow, and it's about maintaining that as the focus of momentum and growth that we want to see happen, and increasing the work towards that, instead of focusing on what isn't happening, on what hasn't happened yet. If we can appreciate that the movie is what we want, how it's been done, and they are showing results, however slowly they're coming through or drip fed through, we are seeing the movie unfold. We focus on those things rather than the speed of the movie, because if we just did that, it erodes our motivation, certainly our willpower, and eventually determination to continue. And I think sometimes when we are starting on any project, and I'm talking about business here, but any project, when you are really putting effort into it, it takes time for the whole movie to play out. And for a long while, we're probably stuck with single frame shots. What we need to remind ourselves of is that the movie will play out fully in time, as long as we continue to watch each frame go by, and the speed will increase. And as the speed increases, the movie will play out even clearer, and the results that you're after will increase as well. So this is more of a mental reminder for me to come back and check this vlog out in the future, and to say, if you can get anything from this, if this applies to you in your situation, whatever you may be doing, I hope you get some benefit from it. But have a reflection, think about this, think about the movie playing out when it comes to projects you're working on. And yeah, have a think. Send me some questions if you'd like. You know I'll be always answering comments over on here or on Twitter. But other than that, have a fantastic day wherever you are.
Legends are made.